I hope you had fun playing that at home.
Let us know what you chose in the comments.
Yeah. I hope you had a good time.
Jesus
We're just going to stop the podcast for a minute. I need to make a few calls. Welcome, everyone, to episode 26 of the Bromantic Podcast.
That's 2 and 6.
I'm Ryan.
And I'm Gaz.
And this is
Bromantic.
Got it in early this time.
I know. Didn't forget it last time.
I'm going to get in early. Hit that like.
And the subscribe.
And that follow.
And
comment.
God.
Oh,
what else can you do?
So many.
What else can you do?
You can do anything.
Join the Discord.
Join the Discord. Yeah, there you go. There's another one. Or the Insta.
Or the Insta. And the Insta. Not or. And.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah. And
do all of it.
Yeah. We really appreciate it. The numbers are slowly creeping up.
Slowly.
If you're new to the podcast,
welcome.
Yeah. I hope you enjoy it and just leave it all on the like.
And tell us what you think.
Yeah, leave it in the comments. Tell us what you think. I'll tell you what, we're going to hit in dad jokes. Early doors.
Yeah.
Tell us your favourite.
Yeah.
Tell us your favourite dad joke.
Okay.
Either on the podcast or a fresh new one that you love, or one from a previous episode.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
The other thing you can leave is your favourite looking tree. Just let us know.
Yeah, do that. What's your favourite looking tree?
An oak.
Do you know what? I wish I'd have written it down before I'd asked you the question. I knew you were going to say
Or a willow.
that. Huh?
The willows are the ones that weep. Like, I like them.
The willows are...
From Pocahontas?
Yeah.
Them. They're pretty cool.
Yeah, I do love a willow. If I had a garden and had a small lake, you know...
Do you mean a pond?
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Yeah. A giant pond with a small lake.
Yeah.
I would love to have a willow.
Yeah, just overlooking.
Yeah,
and have a little seat underneath it.
But if I could have any tree in my garden, but I have to have a massive garden, I would have a redwood.
Yep.
It's the biggest tree in the world.
Yep.
Enormous. They've got them at in Edinburgh.
Yeah.
At the Botanical Garden. And when you actually see how huge they are, like the bottom of it is like bigger than this room.
Oh, Jesus.
It's massive.
Yeah.
Hence, it wouldn't fit in many gardens. Yeah. But if I had a massive garden.
What do you think is the most basic answer?
What, oak? Yeah. No.
Palm tree.
Palm tree.
Someone says their favourite tree is a palm tree. Unsubscribe.
Yeah.
Don't want to know you.
Someone's going, oh.
Okay, I only just subscribed. But
yeah. I think a palm tree, that's a pretty dead tree, isn't it?
Yeah.
Then again, if it reminds you of being on island holidays and stuff, I guess that's...
Yeah, well then I'm just jealous of how many holidays you've been on and unsubscribe.
I think a fir tree is pretty dead.
Yeah. Do me a favour. Tell your friends about the fact that we've asked you to comment your favourite tree and then talked about it for the past 5 minutes.
I tell you what, how
that started a conversation.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Oh, wow. Tell me more about trees.
Well, I'm so excited.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind, but we laugh at people for this.
Yeah,
it's
like, true.
What tree do you like? Yeah. Right, let's do some dad jokes.
Let's do some dad jokes.
Let's not carry on with that.
I was trying to let you know that my dad jokes this week are fire.
Are they?
Fire.
Well, I'm going to tell you that some of mine
are not fire.
But some of them are fire.
I feel like we've had several comments now that say how bad we are at this. So maybe not for this week because I've not prepped anything and don't think you have either. We should have some sort of punishment for laughing.
Okay.
Think of something for next week.
Yeah, well, yeah.
A punishment for laughing. It was suggested to us. Yeah, it was suggested to us to put water in our mouths. And if we laugh, but it would just end up with water everywhere.
Yeah,
like,
we
may as well just
we don't
pour
have the
water.
facilities for
that. We may as well pour water over the equipment now.
Yeah.
Just get rid of it all.
Yep.
Because that's all that would happen.
Yeah, we would need like a microphone above us.
Yes. Yeah. And everything.
Yeah,
waterproofed and covered.
Safe space, you know.
Safe space. I just need a safe space.
Yeah. Okay. I've always been able to tell when you're lying just by looking at you. And I can also tell when you're standing.
Okay. I'm afraid for the calendar. Its days are numbered.
Shit. My wife asked me to put some ketchup on the grocery list. Well, now I can't read anything I've put on it.
Fuck. If April showers bring Mayflowers, what do Mayflowers bring? Pilgrims.
Oh. Okay. I bet there's a lot of people going to get that.
If you know, you know. YK.
What?
YK.
Oh, is that what you said? Right. Me and my wife were having an argument about being oblivious. But I've got no idea what she's talking about. You're making me laugh.
It's so hard to keep a straight face. Two men, a dog and a duck are in the park. One man says to the other, "Your dog's unusual looking." He says, "Yeah, he's interbred." And duck comes up. "I'll tell you who else is interbred."
Okay, that's good. That's great. How can you not laugh at that one?
I think I was going to get it out.
That is good. You'll find that Lance isn't a very common name these days. But in medieval times, they were called Lancelot.
Fuck!
I knew that was funny before
Jesus
we started.
Christ! Oh.
Sorry.
I don't trust those trees. Seem kind of shady.
Crazy thing about the body is I hear your pupils go last when you pass away. They dilate.
Fucking knew it.
Oh, that interbred one fucking got me, mate. I keep thinking about this duck being like, see who else is interbred? Fucking killed me.
My dad asked me to put the cat out. Didn't even know it was on fire.
Oh, God's sake. Oh. Okay. Stupid. Do you know there are beehives where the bees just can't leave? It's unbelievable.
Yeah, I knew it! I fucking knew it! Oh.
That was one of the ones I was telling you before. I was like, that's awful, but it's going in.
If two vegans get in an argument, it's still called beef.
Do you want to hear two short jokes and then a long one? Joke. Yeah.
That was awful.
Oh, I know.
Why did I laugh at that?
I know. Why did you? It's terrible.
Mountains. They aren't just funny. They're hilarious.
Did you hear that the World Tongue Twister champion got arrested recently? They gave him a tough sentence.
That wasn't even good.
I like that
That
one.
was awful.
Sadly, I put that one at the end.
Yeah. Ruined the ending.
I did, yeah.
Well, guys, as you can see, we're really good at... This is why we need a punishment for laughing.
Well, if you could do the interbred one every week, and I'd laugh. You could do that every week. The mental image of that duck leaning on a bench for me, like, what else is interbred? That's just killing me.
Oh. Now that we've cracked you up for a little while
Yeah,
with
you
our
give me
hilarious
the
dad jokes, there's been another person or two who have made Ryan very happy again this week.
Absolutely.
The email's getting busy, guys.
People have realised this is how to get
busy.
on the...
Yeah, I've said busy.
Yeah, well, we've got 2 emails.
We got another 2.
But hey, that's
That's 2 more than we usually have.
Yeah,
so.
exactly. I'm not mad about it.
What we need to be careful of is that 2 doesn't become the standard, and then when we don't get 2, we get annoyed.
I mean, I get annoyed when we get 0, so I mean...
Yeah.
I think that's all it'll ever be.
2 or 0.
Yeah. Well, I'm not going to lie. One of these is a bit close to the mark, so I'm going to change the wording of it slightly.
Okay.
Still going to go with the same point.
Right.
But just slightly. But this first one's clean. This one's regarding reputation. Simple question.
Yeah.
Why is a person's reputation so difficult to change?
Reputation as... What?
Anything. I think if you have a reputation, trying to show yourself in a better light sometimes, or if people think you're lazy but you try hard, people still kind of see you as that lazy person. And
Oh, okay.
if people think you've got an easy life but you're actually really trying stuff, people will still be like, oh, whatever, you've got it easy. And why is that such a hard thing to change? Actually, it's really easy to get a negative reputation. It's very easy to change it that way. But to make people suddenly think you are hardworking and stuff, much harder.
I think one of the reasons for that is kind of Chinese whispers or gossip.
Okay.
So I think, say if you do something amazingly good or amazingly bad, say, it spreads like wildfire. Gossip spreads like wildfire. People don't... It takes a long time for the word about your change, for example, to spread, and also becomes less and less interesting as it gets further and further out.
Yeah.
So there'll always be a wider range of people that still think you're an arsehole or bad. I mean, I don't know why I said arsehole, but...
You can say that. We've said much worse on this podcast.
No, I mean, as in, I didn't say this person was an arsehole at any time. I've just been like, yeah, you're an arsehole.
Yeah.
But I think it takes a lot longer for it to spread to the outer reaches of gossipdom, essentially.
I also think, though, it's that people, to make themselves feel better, often want to have a negative view of people. So I feel like people want to be like, oh, he's doing really well, but it's only because he's got an easy life. Or, that person's making money now, but it's only because of X, Y, and Z. Do you know what I mean? I don't think people want to be like, wow, that guy's really been putting it in.
Yeah.
I do think that can happen. But it's much harder to come across.
Do you know what I think is a really difficult... Not difficult. It's a really weird thing to grasp. Is that... I mean, it's changing topic a little bit, but you are a different person to every single person you meet.
Yeah.
Including yourself. So you have an idea of yourself and who you are as a person and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Someone else has a completely different idea of the person that you are.
So everyone perceives...
Yeah, everyone perceives you in a completely different way.
Yeah, that's true.
And it's such a weird thing to think that you're like a completely different person to every single person that you know. Or that knows you.
Yeah. I also think reputation, for me, definitely growing up as well, like I really worried about my reputation. But I really liked my reputation.
Right.
So it meant I would do things to keep it that, really I shouldn't have done.
Yeah.
I really think it's important that people let their reputation go when they're young. And, for example, like everyone always thought I was good at stuff, like sport and things like that. But it meant I never wanted to lose.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't go past a certain point because that way people would be like, oh, he's not that good.
Yeah.
Because he lost, be it whatever it was.
Okay.
And I think at a young age, I think people who do make it and stuff like that, they're probably, their reputation isn't that they're really great at something. It's that they try hard. And I think that's a really good kind of separation that you need to get in your head as, through reputation. It's not about being great. It's about being someone who tries.
I don't think there's any certain professions or times in life where your reputation really matters that much.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It really doesn't,
As long as the people close to you and the people around you love you and see you in a good light.
Yeah.
I mean, fuck your reputation. I've never been a big one for reputation. I don't really care.
No. But I think that's part of your reputation almost.
Mm.
You know?
Okay.
I don't think everyone's like, that Gaz, he really cares what people think of him. You know? You know what I mean? That is almost part of your reputation.
You never care what people think of you.
The thing is, everyone's going to have a rep. So, like, I think it's important that you only show people certain sides of you.
Yeah.
But I also think it's important that you don't care enough. So, like, people are like, oh, you're lazy, but you know you're not.
Yeah.
Fuck them.
Although I don't care about as I say, like, I don't care how people perceive me and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I do think it's important to remember that essentially, like, the world is a stage. So I do think it's important how you present yourself to the outside world.
Yeah.
But I don't think you should care. It's weird. I don't think you should care what people think of you. But I think you should always present yourself well.
Yes.
To the outside world.
Yeah.
Regardless of what you're doing, where you are, who you're with, anything like that. You should always be aware of how you are perceived by the people. But then, I mean, who gives two fucks what? It's weird. It's a weird, like, double-edged sword.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I think you are now pulling into that grey area.
Yeah.
Of care, but not too much.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, at the end of the day...
It's not the be-all and end-all.
Yeah. But, say, for example, like, you're in a certain field or you're in a certain job or in a certain career or whatever.
Yeah.
Your reputation will mean something.
Of course, yeah.
But, by the same hand, you should always be true to who you are.
Yeah.
But you know, that's like all kind of know thyself and know what your goals are. You know? You can even play off your reputation in some ways.
Yeah. A lot of people do.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
You know what I mean?
So I feel like it's important that people realise the power of their reputation and you can almost use it to an advantage.
Harness it.
Yeah. Harness
Make it your own. So why is it difficult to change reputation?
Oh, God, yeah. Why is it difficult to do that? That's an excellent point you raised, Gaz. Yeah.
Just a question off the top of my head.
It's a very famous expression that I love. And it's, if you build 1,000 bridges...
You love this.
You're a bridge builder.
Yeah.
But you suck one cock, and you're a cocksucker. So that stems from what I say. You can do everything right, and you know that can be a reputation. But the second you do one thing that's against the grain, that's
I tell people that in my line of work. I tell people that all the time.
Yeah.
Like, you could do every good thing under the sun.
Yeah.
You do one thing wrong, that's what will be remembered.
Yeah. That's
It'll
the bit.
never be forgotten.
Yeah.
It'll almost take you like 20 good things to correct one bad thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
I think that's what people need to realise as well when they're like, oh God, I really want to change my reputation. Bro, you got to get it right so many times from this point to get there.
Yeah, people, it's. I think if people have zero, almost think of it like a scale. So obviously, if you're at 0 with people, and you then do something shitty, you become a -5. You've then got to increase by 10 to become a +5, as opposed to just increasing by 5.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So I think you need to remember that, you know, not only are you trying to change their opinion of you to a positive one, but you're also getting out of the negative.
Yeah.
So I think that might be another reason why it's difficult to change.
I think as well, what's really interesting, what you said, is how everyone perceives you differently.
Yeah.
Some people might, like you say, have certain life experience, so they're just going to see you a certain way.
Yeah.
But like, let that go.
Yeah.
Like, just let that shit go.
Not going to make everyone happy.
Yeah, that's what I mean. And if they have a perception of you that you know is wrong, like I said earlier, just fucking forget it.
Yeah. And one thing that's really unhealthy is trying to be liked by everyone.
Yeah.
Because you're never going to be everybody's cup of tea.
No.
Do you know what I mean? And you just need to accept that and move on.
Yeah.
Like, I've met people in my life where I'm like, look, we're just never going to we're never going to be, you know.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, I think that kind of covers reputation. We've got another one.
Hope that answers your question, mystery emailer.
Yeah. So as I say, this one, I'm going to change the wording of it because it's a bit...
Okay.
All right. So I love a certain kink when I enjoy my time to myself. I sometimes do this in another way, and I love it. I really want my girlfriend to do this whilst doing a certain activity.
This is the vaguest
But
email.
I'm scared it will ruin things.
This is the vaguest thing.
Advice from man to man.
I don't know, mate, because I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Now, right, I'm going to put this into your brain, okay?
Right.
I've got a kink when I'm by myself that I enjoy personally. Okay? There are certain ways that I do this kink to make it more enjoyable. I would like my girlfriend to do this kink whilst doing something already enjoyable. But I'm scared it will ruin things because this kink is a little outside the kink norm. Well, it's kind of not really, but it is a bit. Any advice from man to man how to get my girlfriend to do this kink without ruining things?
Just sit down and have an open discussion with her and be honest. How long? I think it's very important how long you've been with her. I still got no idea what you're talking about, but I think it's important how long you've been with her.
Do you want me to tell you? Off.
All right, we'll just cut. And we're back.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
You
kinky little devil.
Yeah.
But there's nothing wrong with that.
No. And I think my point still stands. Depending on how long you've been with her. I think it's obviously important that you trust her and that you both have sort of an honest and open conversation.
That's a really interesting point, because in my head I was like, why would it matter how long you've been together? But obviously, if you don't want people knowing that, you're about to reveal that to someone who could tarnish your reputation.
Yeah. And I'm not saying that it should be shamed and blah, blah, blah. You know, you might find someone that's well into that and just do it straight up the bat.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if she hasn't yet, it's unlikely that she's going to unless you speak to her.
Yeah.
So tell her.
Yeah. I think you just got to own that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And just be like, I'm into this.
Yeah.
And if they're not, just be like, all right, fine.
I mean, even approach it as a discussion of like, with her, like, do you have any fantasies that we could spice things up with and stuff, get something from her?
That's a great idea.
And then you throw yours in there.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
But even if they're like, no, still don't be afraid to be like, I've got one.
I mean, if she says no, then break up with her.
Yeah, that vanilla bit. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, no, that was straight.
No, I would say, I mean, approach it in conversation. Obviously, she needs to be comfortable with it as well at the end of the day. So it can't just be a midway through, you go, do this.
I think there's fantastic ways to ask questions without asking direct questions as well. You could be like, well, I'm a bit of a try everything once kind of guy. What do you think about things like that? And if they're like, oh no, I wouldn't do anything like, you know, that I wasn't comfortable. Well, what kind of things are you comfortable with? You know? Kind of like, just have a little feel around what you're trying to get at without asking directly. And if you can tell they ain't into it, then you know it's a pretty pointless question.
I think also, quite a fun way to get into it would be to ask her if she would like it done to her.
Okay.
As if you're offering kindly.
Yeah.
Would you like me to? And if she says yes, I think she'll always reply with, what about you?
Yeah.
Or something along those lines. And you can be like, well, actually.
Yeah.
Absolutely, I would.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think, to be honest with you, if it's your other half, I do think you can gauge how into weird or unusual things they are. I'll take that weird back. Into unusual things they are, you know. Yeah, they might, you know, you might be like, oh, I'm worried about doing this, and they like to dress up as a dog. You know what I mean? Like, you can probably gauge it.
But remember, you try everything once.
Yeah.
But make sure you give back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? Pay the toll.
Yeah, do that. Right. Don't shame people as well.
You need to pay that toll. She's going to do it for you. You need to do something for her.
Yeah, if she's like, yeah, I'll do that for you, but I'm really into this. You give her that.
You give her whatever she needs. The sweet juju.
Yeah, you give her that sweet juju.
You want to cross bridge?
Yeah.
You pay toll.
Yeah, and you pay it.
Yeah, you pay it well. Anyway.
That's the emails.
Yeah, that was...
I hope that advice helps you. Basically, we're saying stop being and just ask her. Yeah. And then give it back.
Yeah. Just do it midway through.
Yeah. Just like,
yourself.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Alpha it out.
Yeah, that would need alpha out.
Big time.
That would really...
And almost, if she says anything, shame her for not knowing it's normal.
Yeah. Be like, no one ever done this to
This
you.
is bad advice.
Don't copy this.
Yeah, don't ever do that.
Email's in. So I just fronted it. No!
Just fronted it.
Yeah.
It did not go well.
We're no longer together.
I'm now single.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to say something that's going to make you real happy now. Do you know what this is? It's the return of shit I found on the internet.
Oh, part 3.
I know how much you love shit I found on the internet.
Just for everyone who's not heard previous shit I found on the internet.
It has been notoriously terrible.
This is shit that has been found on the internet. Yeah, I tell you, the other one wasn't too bad. The reviews one.
I mean, it was awful.
Ah, yeah.
Just
but
fell.
it's... I can't believe we ditched Would You Rather for that a few times. Shit I found on the internet. I was like, man, this is... That fucking... Oh, God.
We're ditching Would You Rather for this.
Yeah.
Now, this shit I found on the internet comes in 3 parts, because they're small. They're small parts. But it's just a few things I found on the internet
All right.
that I'd like to go over with you. So this first one, feel free to play along at home.
Oh, yeah.
Or wherever you are at work, wherever. And this is called A Walk in the Woods. Now, this is a guided imagery personality test. I will ask you some questions. You will respond and memorise your answers.
I've got to say, I'm not keen already.
And at the end, I will tell you what it means.
Okay.
And we can discuss.
Okay.
All right?
Yeah.
Are you ready? Are you ready at home?
Yeah. Get ready to join in.
I want you to picture yourself walking through a forest.
Wait a minute. Wait. Come on. I'm going to close my eyes, okay?
Right.
I'm going to really get into this.
All right, let's get into this. Hold on.
Oh, yeah.
Picture yourself walking through a forest. Who are you walking with?
That's that loud. You.
As you continue in on your walk through the forest, you come across an animal. What kind of animal is it?
Bear.
You approach the animal. What does the animal do?
Joins the walk.
You're walking deeper into the woods and you come to a clearing. There's a house in the middle of the clearing. How big is the house?
I mean, like a 6-bedroom detached. It's nice.
Is it fenced in or not?
Oh, it's open, baby.
As you walk up to the door of the home, you see that the door is open. As you enter, you see a table. Describe what you see on and around the table.
I mean, I'm not going to lie, I'll just picture the table. Just kind of like an oak, dark brown, varnished, nicely kept, kind of expensive looking table. But just a table.
Okay. As you leave out of the back door of the house, you find a cup. What's the cup made out of?
Fine china.
What do you do with the cup?
Just look at it. Yeah, nothing more. Oh, nice cup.
As you walk to the end of the clearing, you find yourself at a body of water. What kind of body of water is it?
Like a human body. Like a water elemental.
You must cross this water in order to get home. How wet do you get when crossing the water?
I get wet. I get wet, baby. I hop on this thing like a little piggyback and it takes me home.
You got to cross the water.
It just fucking, it does it.
Just roll through
I
it.
annoy it and it
Roll
gets crossed.
You might have ruined the personality test, but carry on.
All right. Okay. Okay.
Right, let's go back to body of water.
Okay. Yeah, I would say I probably pictured a lake, in the shape of a human body.
And how wet do you get crossing the water?
I'm
soaked.
Yeah, I had to swim through that bad boy.
Yeah. All right. You can open your eyes now. How do you feel?
I'm happy to see you again.
Excellent. I'm happy that I can see those eyes, those bright blue eyes.
Yeah, you were on the walk with me.
Yeah. Well, here's the personality test. So the first question is the person you're walking with, and this means that person is an important person in your life.
It's true.
Love you.
Love you too.
The size of the animal that you came across during your walk is a representation of your perception of the size of your current problems.
Oh, fuck. God,
That's true.
Oh, God, that rings. That hurts me.
The way in which you approach the animal represents how you handle your problems. You're seen as either active or passive towards your problems.
Took it with me. You fucking took it with me. fucking hell.
So far, bang on.
Oh, this is...
The size of your home is representative of the size of your ambitions.
Yeah. Cool. Nice.
If there was no fence around the home, it means you tend to be more open to other people. If there was a fence, then you tend to exclude others.
Oh, that's not very correct.
I would say that's correct.
Would you?
Yeah. I'd say you're quite an open person.
Oh, like that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm accepting of everyone, yeah. Doesn't mean I don't know anyone, but...
If the table was empty,
No.
it may indicate some unhappiness in your life.
Oh, fuck. Oh. I don't want to play anymore. I don't want to fucking play this game. You're just coming in to destroy me? What's going on?
You answered the question.
Fuck.
You answered. Right. How durable the cup you found was is representative of how strong your relationship is with the person that you were walking with.
Oh.
You picked China.
Fine China. Oh.
What you do with it is representative of your attitude towards that person.
Fucking left it.
You just looked at it.
Fucking looked at it. I went, nice. And off I fucked. Bro, this is...
The size of the body of water is related to the size of your sexual drive or desire for intimacy.
Oh, guys. Fucking...
You picked a water element.
I don't know what to... I just don't know.
If you became very... If you became very wet crossing the water, it indicates that intimacy is important to you. But if not very wet, it may mean that it is less important.
All right.
Thank you for participating. Subject 001.
I hope you had fun playing that at home.
Let us know what you chose in the comments.
Yeah. I'm glad we had a good time.
Jesus
We're just going to stop the podcast for a minute. I need to make a few calls.
Jesus. That got deeper than I imagined it would.
Yeah. Good job I don't believe in those things.
Yeah. The ones that are completely accurate.
Yeah. Hey.
Jesus. I mean, the fact that our relationship's like China to you hurts.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. That's how I know it's
Breakable.
BS. Yeah. And I lift it.
Yeah. Right. The next bit, a bit happier. Hopefully it will improve your mood a little bit more
Great.
than the
I
last
wouldn't,
one.
because I'm not going to lie, I was enjoying that until you started to rip me apart.
You thought it was all casual.
Yeah.
And then, slam!
Yeah. You have huge problems that you carry around with you. You don't love me.
I mean, those bits, I was like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Not the time, Gaz, not the time.
Okay. Right. Can't wait for the next bit.
So this will hopefully make you feel better. So I'm going to ask you 5 questions. I think, weirdly, but it's Bromantic, so it's not weird. This is actually for 2 lovers to answer about each other.
Yeah. Perfect.
But it's 5 questions that will leave you feeling closer. So I'm going to ask you a question, and then I will answer the question also.
Okay.
And this which will apparently leave us feeling closer.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah. Try this with your lovers.
Yep. Try with your loved ones. Question number 1.
Okay.
If I lost my memory, what's the first thing you'd tell me about us?
That is the sweetest question. What's the first thing? You owe me money. No. No. What's the first thing? Wow. What is the first thing? Like if I'm trying to picture like you're like looking at me strangely and I'm going to now tell you something that should like... the first thing. Boy, that's a really hard question, you know? Because I don't want it to be too but like, I'm your boy, you know? I want it to be something more specific.
I would tell you
Oh, yeah, go on.
that we are family and that I have your back and I will do whatever you need to do. Even though you don't remember who I am, just know if you need anything that I'm here.
Oh, yes.
And in time, the rest will come.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. I was trying to think of something that was like jog your memory.
Oh, you were going jog your memory?
Yeah, I'm like...
I was thinking like, you'd be like, you've lost your memory, you're a bit panicked, I'd be like, look, I know you don't know who I am,
That's
but I'm the guy that's got you. So whatever you need, I'm here.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Yeah, I was trying to think of like, we've sat together full of laughter and total silence, sang together, everything. And it's been total joy, no matter which one of those it's been. Like that's what it is to me. So
that's beautiful.
Yeah, that's.
What part of your life has changed the most since we met?
God, these are so deep.
Really deep.
I honestly didn't expect this at all. I didn't expect this. So, what part of my life has changed the most since we met? I have always believed the only people that you can truly trust and like have full faith in is your family, like blood. But you've shown me that you don't have to be blood to be family.
Oh, that was cute.
Yeah, well, you know.
What part of my life has changed most since we met?
This is the deepest romantic has ever been by a mile. It's so deep. Like, I'm watching you gaze into the distance, and I know that's me in your thoughts, thinking of all the glorious times. Jesus. What's the best thing?
I would say, and I don't want you to take this as a surface level, I would say I laugh a lot more.
Yeah, that was one of the things I was going to say, yeah.
A hell of a lot more.
Yeah.
Which is great.
Yeah.
I think is one of the things that's changed.
Yeah.
What's your favourite weird habit of mine?
Hey, you've got some crackers, actually. Favourite weird habit. So I'm going to just brush over a little couple of things that I quite enjoy. Don't know if I'm going to pick a favourite. I enjoy the way that you converse, in the way that you're like, hello, darling, to people, and lots of love. And, you know, you're a big guy, but you have this very loving charisma to you and stuff like that. I think that's great. I think one of the other ones is you say sorry too much. You'll say sorry when you've done nothing wrong. I think that always makes you laugh. You'll be like, sorry, I'll be like, didn't do anything. Like, don't worry, like, it's fine. Do you know what I mean? And I think probably my favourite is your ability to wind me up in the most light-hearted and jovial of ways. When you know my personality well enough that you'll be like, I didn't know that. I'm like, shut up. How could you not know that? Like, and things like that.
When I get you.
Yeah. Because I think I'm hard to get. So.
I think your knowledge.
Oh, okay.
And your quick wit. Well, they're not really habits, though. But they're like quirky things about you, as opposed to habits. Because I think habits are a weird word. Yeah,
I tried to think of some of your habits, but they are literally just parts
of
your...
when I say knowledge, I mean like the random knowledge.
Yeah.
Like I'll be like, oh, can you imagine like that I'd ask anyone else? And they'd be like, yeah, that's true, actually. And you'd be like, no, actually, it's this. And I'm like, the fuck do you know that? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And also, your quick-wittedness to turn anything into a joke, like off the cuff, is crazy to me.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Also, your rhyming thing.
Yeah.
Is mental. And your long division. Yeah. Oh, my God.
They're weird habits, yeah.
Yeah, they're crazy. I don't know about this
I can just picture people at home going, what's he talking about?
Yeah.
What rhyming thing?
So the rhyming thing, Ryan...
Don't tell them.
No, I'm telling them. Because it's amazing. Ryan can quite happily talk in rhyme completely naturally. And it's odd.
Yeah. You're not going to see it, though.
Yeah, unless you tune into one of the previous podcasts where he does it.
I do actually. Yeah.
You do.
It does pop up.
And he also can do long division in his head really quickly.
Quicker than most, I'd say.
Yeah. I mean, it's really quickly for a human being.
Okay, yeah.
So, yeah, it's a bit mad. This one. Why do you think I fell in love with you?
So, I believe that the first shift, we did a 12-hour night shift together, and we sat together the whole time, and there was zero awkwardness, some really great laughs, and I think from that moment on, we were like, hey, this is good shit.
Yeah, I completely agree.
Yeah.
I think it almost felt completely natural.
Yeah.
Like, bearing in mind, obviously we'd met before,
Yeah, but not.
but not properly. Like we'd met in passing, I would say. And then we did our first time together was a 12-hour shift together.
I think you only popped in.
Yeah.
And then ended up
staying there the entire night. And yeah, it just felt completely like
that we've done it hundreds of times already.
Effortless almost. So yeah, I agree with that.
That is the moment we fell in love.
We fell in love.
Yeah.
Bromance.
I know there are certain people I can picture listening to this.
I know.
Hating it.
I mean, it's making me cringe a little bit.
Yeah, but hey, this is romantic.
That's it.
This is what this is.
This will be our tag page, the first thing that comes up. What do you get from me that you don't get from others? Oh, no, this is a weird one.
Oh, God.
It's weird.
Oh, no. I don't like that one. Well, just...
Erections.
Jesus. Oh, fuck me. That's
so weird.
What do I get from you that I don't get from others? I feel like we've committed this far.
I mean, it's the last question.
That's what I mean. I get from you that I don't get from others. Oh, God. I feel I can say anything without being judged. I think that's something. It doesn't matter. Like, I can say, as long as I go to you, I'm going to say something a bit fucking wild now. You'll just be like, no, you just chat about it then.
Yeah, carry on.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I'd agree with that. Like, I can talk completely openly. Without fear of any kind of repercussion, do you know what I mean? I know you're not going to be like, fuck is wrong with you? Or, I mean, or you might. Do you know what I mean?
But it wouldn't be perceived as a...
It's not like I hate you now for this.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I would say that's very good.
Yeah, I think...
Very good
I don't think we've had one argument the entire time.
No.
We spent a lot of time together.
No. I think actually you brought up something good the other day, is that we don't play any sort of blame game with anything. So even when something goes wrong, it's not like, oh, well, you should have done this. Do you know what I mean? It's just kind of like, okay, well, we'll deal with it. Yeah, it's always a we. It's always a we. It's like, we'll deal with it. We'll sort it.
Because there are definitely things that have happened during this podcast which you could easily be like, hey, that was your fault. Hey, that was my fault. But there's none of that.
It's just like, well,
how do we fix it?
Yeah.
That's just the next thing. We would be a perfect couple.
Yeah. We could be.
Yeah. There's still time.
After this little quiz.
Yeah.
Turn the cameras off.
Yeah. So, play that with your lovers. Let us know.
That's how that went.
I can imagine there are girls playing this with their upper halves that are now going, wow, this answer isn't even as good as they gave. Fucking two bros.
If you play this with your other half and he's just like, you got a nice ass.
Yeah.
You're not this.
You're not this.
That's what you got to remember.
You're not there, yeah.
Right. After that emotional car wreck, we're on to a bit of light humour.
Okay.
Sorry, are you ready? I realised I didn't ask that. I just went straight into it.
I was still just gazing at you.
Oh, excellent.
Am I gay? Have I always been gay?
Why am I questioning myself now? Right. On to some more emotional stuff. So after those two emotional segments.
They were emotional.
So, I want to ask you, what's often overlooked when considering a zombie apocalypse?
I have no idea where you're going with that question. I started to worry again. What's often overlooked when you look into my eye?
What's often overlooked when you think about other friendships outside of ours?
Yeah. But zombie apocalypse, what's often overlooked?
Yeah.
Is this like in movies and stuff, I'm guessing?
No. If the scenario came up of a zombie apocalypse, obviously everyone's got these ideas of, I'd do this, I'd do this, I'd do this. But like, there are kind of obvious things in the world that are massively overlooked when it comes to like a zombie apocalypse. So what do you think some are? Like, give me some ideas of like, is there anything you think, why the fuck do people not do that more? Like,
oh, yeah, okay. What kind of zombies?
Anything.
That's very important.
Runners.
the worst.
The worst kind of zombie.
Yeah, fucking God. What's overlooked from them? Well, you're not going to beat them for fitness, so get that out of your brain.
Do you think fitness is not important then?
It's important, but it's only important to a certain extent.
Okay.
Like they're gonna catch you.
Yeah.
Like at the end of the day.
You're never going to outrun one. It's run and hide, not just keep running.
Yeah. Are they day walkers? Can they walk during?
Yes.
Yeah.
Vampires.
Yeah, but like I Am Legend, they couldn't go out in the sunlight and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
No,
I was hey, I'm just checking all, crossing my T's, dotting my I's before I give you answers.
Fair enough.
Yeah, so they're actually just savage beasts, essentially, aren't they? I think in England, one thing that's God, what is overlooked really? We're just going to get fucked by them, aren't we? They're a bit. I don't even want to fight one. Like,
I'll give you some examples. So I've got some examples here.
Thank God.
People that snore when they sleep won't make it through the night.
That's what you mean by what's overlooked.
Yeah.
Alrighty then. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's probably true.
Yeah.
That's overlooked. People. So here's one thing that you never see in zombie films and stuff. You never really see big fat zombies. And I'm like, they'd be the first to go. So
That's very true.
Why aren't there more big heavy zombies at the start? You know
because they're slowest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they should be out there first.
You would start off with a lot of large zombies.
You would.
Yeah.
But no.
But no, they're all very skinny
jacked,
and
rapid. I'm not wrong.
That's very true.
Pete in accountants, who doesn't do any exercise, he's going first.
Who?
And Pete in accountants. It's not a real man.
Oh, Pete in accountants. Okay, I was going to...
Nah. It's just a fat bloke.
Yeah.
Who's got a bad knee. Also, why do your injuries heal? All these are running great. Not that many people in the world can run like that.
No, but I think with zombies, I think like muscle injuries and stuff are...
Mate, if your cartilage has gone in your knees, you turn into a zombie, ain't coming back.
Right, yeah.
And I never see in these running films a zombie that's like, hang on, my fucking knee. Do you know what I mean? Like,
give me a sec.
Yeah. So,
fair. Another one here is bicycles, because people forget they exist in every apocalypse movie. Like, what a way to get around! You don't need fuel. It's fast. It's quiet.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I suppose the reason it's not really in films, pedalling's not really. Do you know what I mean?
High octane.
Just on his bike. Just, you know what I mean?
Got this, boys. Got this.
Yeah. With his little basket in the front.
Little zombie in the basket.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? It kind of ruins the atmosphere of it being a hard man in a zombie apocalypse. Do you know what I mean?
Gasoline. Well, it's American, but petrol has an expiration date. So these like zombie apocalypse movies where it's been years and years and they're the only ones out there and they find...
Yeah, but isn't its expiration date a long time?
So apparently you would need a diesel-powered vehicle.
Yeah.
Because with some cooking oil and a few additives, you can make fuel when it's necessary. I don't think it's as long as you would imagine it to be.
Can I Google it real quick?
Well, of course.
Yeah. 6 to 12 months.
Really?
That's the shelf life of diesel. So, yeah. It wouldn't
6
last.
to 12 months?
That's the shelf life of diesel, yeah. So
Wow.
that's it. That's bang on.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Jesus.
Because not being funny, I thought it lasted.
Yeah, years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if someone said, like, if I had a hazard guess, I'd be like 10 years
Yeah.
before it's like no good.
They must treat it then. It must get treated because there's no way that people are harvesting 6 to 12 months worth of thing and then storing it up and sending it out. Like,
not only that, is I remember when diesel prices went really low and people were like, oh, you should get loads of it because the price is going to go up.
yeah.
Only for so long, you can't sell it
No.
because it's shelf life.
Jesus. Yeah.
Never
I
really
can't believe
thought-
it's 6 to 12 months.
Yeah, that's crazy. So it can be 12 months if stored in perfect.
So you're looking around ideally 6 months.
Yeah, really.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Who knew?
Yeah, I didn't
Use
know.
up that diesel fast.
Yeah, that's great. So that's a really good overlook
Yeah.
point. Once again, bicycles.
There we go. See? Over here, zombies are actually perpetual motion machines that not only break the laws of thermodynamics, but could be a possible endless supply of clean energy.
Yep, totally agree.
Yep.
Yep, massively agree.
They
And
never stop.
That is something that's crossed my head before, but I didn't remember it just then.
Yeah.
But I have thought about, the whole hamster wheel kind of super
Yeah, you just keep going and going and going, yeah.
dangle a little bit of arm.
The thing is, I think if there was a zombie apocalypse, that would be thought of. Like with how much everything's concentrated on like money and energy and this, that and the other, I think that probably would be thought of. It's just overlooked in general, I think.
Hear me out on this one. Okay. When we talk about unlimited power. I don't understand how hydropower isn't greater used for generating electricity. Because, you know, you do that thing where you suck a pipe and then it goes round and then it keeps pouring. But it can pour into its own water supply.
Yeah.
So then you've got a never-ending supply with no energy being used. Gravity is doing its thing.
Yeah.
Well, if I put a wheel there, that wheel will forever turn because the water's being poured onto that wheel.
Maybe it's about the amount of energy it would generate.
You don't think it generate enough? Yeah, but if you did that on a large enough scale...
Yeah.
I don't know why it's not a thing.
I don't know either.
I don't
There
understand.
must be a reason.
Yeah.
The energy companies. Big Pharma.
Big Pharma.
Big Pharma. Oh, that's pharmaceutical.
Burn the oil.
That's what they're...
It's them oil tycoons.
Yeah.
We like it nuclear.
No, I just don't... That's one thing. Even like... Because obviously there's loads of wind energy stuff going around.
Yeah.
Great. Good job. You're using the wind. Why aren't we using the water? That's what I mean. Shit tons of waterfalls.
Yeah. It must be to do with the output. The energy output must be minimal in order for it not to be used a lot more.
Tidal energy. I just don't get it. I really don't get it. There's so many possibilities, in my opinion, of using solar, wind. But why don't we use water? It's such a great commodity for things. And
Yeah.
you're right. There's probably some great scientific reason, but I just think it's all bullshit and it's all conspiracy theories.
Or conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
Oh, also, the gravity thing doesn't have to be lower. Doesn't the end have to be lower than the...
No.
I'm sure it does.
No. So if it's long enough, so it has to come down. So gravity's always pulling it down,
Yeah.
but then you can bring it back up.
Right.
And then as long as this motion coming out is
You're talking
always
about like
going
when
down,
you siphon.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure the end has to be lower than... Or is that only to start it?
Yeah, that's what I mean. You
So
have
to
to get
start it, it
gravity
has to
doing its
be
thing,
lower, yeah.
and then you can raise it up, and then it'll be fine. But it has to have a downward part.
Yeah.
It can't. But
Who knows, mate? Ask the question.
do you know what?
To the scientist we know.
Yeah, but I don't know.
I don't know that guy.
Yeah.
All right. Food for thought.
Yeah, went off subject there again. Sorry.
Do you wear contacts or glasses? Because when society collapses, you're pretty fucked in the long term.
So, if my eyes are already going a little bit off,
Yeah.
if they continue to deteriorate, I'm bollocksed.
Yeah. Yeah, because you ain't get no prescription.
Nope.
You're not. You'd have to hunt through glasses shops, basically.
Yeah, I would literally have
Imagine
to
if
do
you
that.
wore contact lenses and didn't have any glasses.
Yeah.
You're good for, I don't know, maybe you got 30-day ones. Do you know what I mean?
Give it 30 days.
Yeah, and then you'll have to clean them.
Yeah.
Do your best.
I just think if anything like that ever really happened, the world is so poorly set up
Yeah.
for as human beings. I mean, because we're so used to our cars and all this and all that, we would all just perish. If some people are I do well in the zombie apocalypse, no, you wouldn't.
No. See, I always say I think that I in my head I think I'd do well in a zombie apocalypse. Like I think I could do some bits of it. I don't think I would. I'd be fucking dead.
Yeah.
Pretty quick.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
especially now that we have families.
Yeah.
because your instincts is to protect them.
100%. Yeah, straight away.
So, whereas before you're a lone ranger out there,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? You don't
Didn't have a care in the world.
Yeah, you know what I mean? You've got meat cleavers attached to sticks. You're like, wow, what's that?
I'll get these zombies.
Yeah, but that's not the case anymore.
No.
You're not a wild man.
Yeah, it's true. Canada looks awfully attractive. Assuming that you can get enough firewood and food, you could basically spend half the year with an ice pick neutralising the area zombies. And I think that's based on the fact of but I think that's based on the fact of they never go to a big forest, secluded area where there's no people, where there's no. Do you know what I mean? They just assume.
I think, yeah. Well, I don't know. I think if zombies were real, they would roam far and wide.
Yeah, true.
I think that sounds great. I think what you need to do. I don't know. Can zombies swim? That's always one thing I wonder.
I wouldn't say they can.
But would they even go into water?
I imagine they would, because they're mindless, aren't they?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
So imagine they'd
would a
run
moat
into
save
water,
you?
but then if they just ran along,
That's what I mean.
but
Eventually
they'd get there. Yeah.
So even having a moat wouldn't do you any favours.
I suppose what we do would slow them down, wouldn't it?
So you could pick them off.
Yeah. Which brings us to the next one. One of the most overlooked things in any zombie apocalypse scenario is the fact that apparently most of humanity has forgotten how to make spears. You give someone a long stick and a knife, and they're more likely to hit a zombie with a stick and get bit trying to stab it with a knife.
Yeah.
Which is very true.
Yeah.
You always see them with like swords or axes or baseball bats.
Yeah.
It's a fucking spear, mate.
I've got to be honest with you, I would
Long
go
range.
katana all day. I know the spear would be great. My issues with a spear is if I stab and I miss, that's the problem with it. With a sword, I've got a great motion to like cut you with. That's all I got.
But you do have to get close, though.
No, I agree. But your chances of successfully hitting are much greater.
Yeah, fair.
So, although not wrong about the spear, also wrong about the spear.
The fact that you can survive about 64 days and it will be all over, flesh rots.
Yeah, so I do agree with this, but I also think, like, that can't be, like, do you know what I mean? That just can't be.
Someone has commented underneath saying, agreed, go to a desert, between the heat and the scavengers, the body can be down to the bones in as little as 2 days. Which is... But do zombies still decompose? They must do, because they're shown as, like, skin hanging off.
This is why I asked you what sort of zombies they were.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, if they do decompose...
I think you need to just think of it as a zombie apocalypse if it happened now. So the humans now would just turn into undead humans.
Yeah.
Like mindless undead
Then I agree.
humans.
Then I think I've got a good chance of surviving it.
Yeah, you just wait it out, I guess.
Well, because not being funny, even doing things like the building I live in's got a code to get into it.
Yeah. Do you know, funnily, one thing that makes me think that, like, I think with a bit of logic, probably most of humanity could survive a zombie apocalypse.
Yeah.
The only thing that makes me think that it probably wouldn't work is the way that COVID was handled. And, like, the amount of people who didn't believe COVID was real.
Oh, right.
And, like, the amount of people that thought it was just a government conspiracy and this, that, and the other. Because I think that would happen if there was a zombie apocalypse. People are like, no, you can't keep me in my house.
Yeah, but
Like, do you know what I mean?
might do us a favour. Shall we?
Kill him off.
I'm not saying put it out there.
I'm not saying you should.
No.
What I'm saying is,
Yeah.
yeah, that's one
You
thing
see a
that
zombie
makes
out your window and you go,
yeah.
it's fake.
Yeah, but that is what would you know there would be stuff on Facebook and
Maybe it's your time.
yeah, maybe you should go and see.
Yeah.
How about that?
I'll probably convince you.
Yeah, I had a mate of mine who walked past a zombie once. He didn't do nothing.
Yeah.
It's all fake.
Yeah, it's politicians in makeup.
Yeah, actors. Look, this zombie's the same as this zombie.
Yeah.
Lube.
Oh, so they can't grab you?
Seriously, if you're driving through a big crowd of zombies and you don't want some big truck wrapped in barbed wire and spikes, zombies don't care. Just gives them something to hang on to. Just get some bubble-shaped car like a VW Beetle or something, lube up the whole thing with something slick, and drive through the zombie horde. They can't hang on to anything. They just slide right off.
The only issue with that's great in, like, fun theory.
Yeah.
But if you drove through bodies, that would slow that car down.
Yeah.
If you did it with a truck, you've got a much greater chance of getting through it.
I think it's just smashing capacity, isn't it?
Lube up the truck.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that their point is that, you know, like they create these massive trucks that have got like spikes on the front and the sides and all this lot. It just gives them more to hang on to, like.
Yeah, but also, you know, you're killing more of the threat.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I think that's a beautifully fun way. I'd lube myself up, to be honest with you, because if anything grabbed me, I'm like,
Yeah.
that's me getting out, just for the visual, for the non-visual watchers. Someone grabbed me. No, that's me sliding
I've
out.
just got this, you just running butt naked through a crowd of zombies, completely lubed up. You know, like in Bronson.
Oh,
Like in
yeah,
Bronson
yeah,
when he's
yeah,
covered in, butter me up!
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Going to the, Becca, I'm going to the shop, butter me up!
Yeah. Just out there, just,
Sprinting.
yeah. Yeah.
The zombie's running away, like, Jesus!
Yeah. Here he comes again.
It's this guy again, it's the butter guy! People on remote islands who won't be affected by the outbreak.
No, I think that's thought about. But this covers our water scenario.
Yeah. Would they eventually get there or not?
Would they rot before they got there? Would a shark eat them? Would sharks?
Mate, sharks.
Yeah. Would sharks become zombified?
Would animal? That's the question in itself. Would animals become like? Could you just send like a pack of lions to kill them?
Yeah.
Like, could you attack them with dogs?
Yeah. I'm assuming no.
Release the
This
gorillas
ain't
from the
Pet
zoo.
Cemetery. I'm thinking.
Well, so you don't think that you're
I
looking
think
at
this
this
is a
like
human.
a human
Yeah.
infection
Yeah.
thing? So you
I
could.
think the zombies would kill animals, but I don't think
Yeah.
we'd get zombie animals.
So do you reckon that you could say there's a town infected with zombies and you want to kill them all? You could send like unleash gorillas and elephants and all that lot in there and just get them to fucking kill them all.
I mean, it wouldn't be well organised, but
No, but the zombies would attack them because they're moving,
yeah, possibly.
living
Yeah.
things.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. There's every possibility that would work out.
Well, zombie apocalypse, get to the zoo, boys.
Yeah. If it's this very specific zombie apocalypse that we're discussing and talking about, if it's the Bromantic zombie apocalypse,
Yeah, get to the zoo.
get to the zoo.
Get to the zoo, hire a lion.
Yeah.
They pay in penguins.
Yeah.
So get a couple of those.
Yeah. Yeah. Only a couple though,
Yeah.
because it won't last.
Dress the
very long.
penguins up as zombies so the lions think zombies are food.
Oh.
Well ahead of the game, mate. Well ahead of the game.
Yeah, that's good. So overlooked.
So look, there you go. That's it. Interesting.
Yeah, it was interesting. I hope you've all learnt something. I learnt something.
What?
Diesel expires.
Yeah, that's
in
it.
6
Yeah,
months,
true.
Yeah,
So you have actually learnt something.
I have. Yeah. You notice that's what I took away from all that.
All of that zombie talk.
Yeah, and I learnt something. So what I'm going to be doing now is a little bit of dad talk, just to finish this off nicely. Mm-hmm. So, in terms of questions this time, they're going to be a little bit more fun.
Good, thank God for that. It's been emotional enough.
Yeah,
this
I
episode.
tell you what, it has been emotional. It's been gay. It's been, just been a joy. So, first question: if you could take Elijah anywhere in the world, where would you take him and why?
It's going to sound basic as feck,
Oh, here we go.
but I think just purely because of his age, it would have to be like the Marvel bit of Disneyland because he's obsessed with Marvel.
That's fun. That doesn't sound basic. That sounds
But
great.
I mean, it's basic as in it's not going to be like I take him to the pyramids so he could. Do you know what I mean? But he's 4,
Yeah,
so
it
if I
doesn't
took
sound
him,
basic.
if I took him to like see all the wonders of the world or on top of a mountain, he wouldn't have the appreciation for it. He'd just be like,
yeah,
you know. But he's obsessed with Marvel,
perfect.
so I think that would bring the most joy to his life.
Yeah, that's what you want. So yeah, I rate that big time. Alice is too young, but I would love to take him to Disneyland Paris. I would really like for him to just enjoy everything that goes on there. I mean, if it's anything I want, then it would be Florida, Disney Florida. I would like him to go there and
Is it bigger?
yeah, I've been there 3 times, Disney Florida.
Really?
Yeah, that's where we spent 3 of our family holidays. Was there, and I loved it.
Yeah. That's why
So we
you're-
went on a one-off.
right.
But it's so expensive, we couldn't go every year. So we had to
Yeah.
wait like a couple years every
Okay.
time. And then that was our family holiday. Like we were told we're not doing a family holiday. And then we
Because
can
we're
go there.
going to. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, fair enough.
And
Yeah, I've never been to any Disneyland.
Oh.
But I will be taking Elijah eventually.
yeah,
But
well worth it in my opinion.
yeah.
I'd go Paris first. Because if you do it the other way around, Paris seems a bit shit. Can't lie to you about that.
Do they have like a Marvel bit in it now? They must do because it's Disney.
In the
now.
Florida one, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, not in the Paris one.
I've not been since that was taken over. But there was a big Star Wars thing though. I know you love Star Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had like big lightsaber fights. So they did this thing that when it went dark, they had these. It must have been drones, but like an X-wing and a I can't remember the name of it, but the bad guy one flying around, and then they do these little light lasers coming up, and then all these stormtroopers like ran through, and then like Darth Vader walked through with like some of the Imperials.
That's
like,
pretty cool.
It was really good.
Yeah.
I wasn't watching it, and I thought no matter if you liked it or not, this is a good show.
Yeah, yeah.
Like it's a good light
Good to
show and
watch,
everything. Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong, I don't dislike Star Wars. Like, I think like the concept of Star Wars is great, and I enjoy the films and the lightsabers, and I played the games. I'm just not like a fanatic of like.
Yeah.
I haven't watched any of the new ones that have
The new
come
ones
out.
are a bit of a letdown, to be honest with you. So
I mean,
it's why episode 1, 2, and 3 have become really like popular again. They've really come to the front because people have been watching the new ones and been going, I think the old ones are better than this.
is a
Watching
bit
the old
shit.
ones and going, "These are great. These are great films.
these are the ones we need.
Yeah. Yeah, I need to keep up. Anyway, I'm not talking about Star Wars. But I do love Star Wars.
Yeah.
You don't really love a lot of things, though.
Thanks, mate.
What I mean is that I'm like, oh, what about Harry Potter? And you're like, oh, what about Star Wars? Oh, what about Pokemon?
Do you know what that is? No. Pokemon, I love. I love Pokemon. I don't love Pokemon as much as you. Right? I really like Pokemon.
Could you name the first 151?
Yes.
can name all of
100%. Yeah. Definitely.
Okay.
I mean, I say definitely. It's been a while, but
yeah,
I'm pretty sure I could. Maybe not in order.
Maybe not in order.
Yeah.
Definitely not in order.
Maybe.
What's number 1?
Bulbasaur.
What's number 100?
I don't know. I'd have to count.
Is Voltorb. And that's not a joke.
These are facts right now. Moltres.
Do you want me to ask you Pokemon questions?
Only up to the first 150.
Yeah, no, I'll only do first gen Pokemon questions.
Yeah. All right, you got 5 questions. This will show you how much I like Pokemon.
Okay.
It's going to be like, what HM does Machamp learn? Not so like that. Stupid.
No, I'm going to ask you, like, what evolves into...
Okay, yeah, fine.
Yeah, I'm not going to...
What's the only dragon type that...
Yeah. Okay, hang on.
Stop taking my questions.
Yeah, stop it. What Pokemon grabs Slowpoke's tail for it to evolve?
Cloyster.
You're very close.
It's Cloyster, isn't it?
Very close. What comes before Cloyster? Oh, here's a question straight away that you don't know. Here we go.
Shelder.
Shelder, yeah.
It's a Shelder.
It's a Shelder that latches onto its tail, yeah. Not a Cloyster.
Oh. Okay.
What does Slowpoke evolve into?
Slowbro.
That's an easy one there. Yeah, these are, moderately easy. Name 4 Safari Zone Pokemon.
Taurus. Dugtrio, then. Not Dugtrio. Jesus, that was bad.
I know the one you mean. Are you going to get it? I want everyone to know that this has taken some thinking. He was like, ask me anything.
Now that's the only Pokemon I'm concentrated on. That's the problem. Scyther. What else? Nidoran or Nidoking, whatever. No, Rhydon.
Rhydon, yeah.
Sorry. Chansey and Pinsir.
Yeah, Chansey's not in it, so.
Kangaskhan.
Yeah, cool.
Also, I was thinking of Doju and Dodrio, I think.
Oh, really? That's golden, isn't it?
Pretty sure, yeah.
Yeah, you fuck off.
They're the ones I was thinking of.
Yeah, good stuff. Name the triple evolution rock Pokemon.
Is there only one?
Yes.
It'd be Geodude, Graveler, and Golem.
That's nice and easy one, wasn't it? Name the... That's probably quite easy. The 3 legendary birds.
Moltres, Zapdos, and Articuno.
Okay, one more. What is the tallest Pokemon?
Now, I think this might be it, but I could be wrong because of like memes and stuff. Is Executor?
No.
That's like memes and shit. Because apparently, like in memes, he's really big.
No, it's the new dragon type. So he's got a second evolution now where he's dragon type and he's really tall. But not the OG Executor.
Oh, okay.
He's just a little fat thing still.
Yeah, all right, fair enough. The tallest one then I would imagine be either Gyarados or Onyx.
Which one are you going to say?
I'll go Gyarados.
You go wrong.
Is it Onyx?
It's Onyx, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you didn't do badly though.
Yeah.
In the new Dad Talk Pokemon section.
Yeah, this is dad talk, yeah.
Yeah.
My son knows all those answers.
Yeah.
I was on the phone to him the whole time.
Yeah.
Baby, what's...
Yeah. Yeah. Damn it, what was the one you got wrong? Oh, yeah. He's like, yeah, Doug Trio, Dad.
Yeah. I went, don't be stupid.
Yeah. But, actually...
Do you know why I think I couldn't think of that after I said it? Because I said Doug Trio.
Yeah.
And then I was like, nah, it's not. And then it completely went out of my head, Dodrio, fucked it.
I feel for you because I've been there myself. Never on Pokemon because I know all of them. But tell me something then that you would say you are on par with me in Pokemon or Dragon Ball or Lord of the Rings. I know you like your Lord of the Rings, actually, don't you?
No, but I'm not fanatical about it.
Hulk. That's not really fanatical about Hulk, are you? He's a fan.
What do you mean fanatical? I
Well,
don't know quite a lot of stuff. Like, I know quite a lot of details about the Hulk and stuff like that, and different versions of him stuff. But I wouldn't say I'm like in depth. I couldn't be like comic number 48293.
Yeah, but no,
I mean?
I'm not like that of anything either. I'm not really that far into it. Don't pull that face. I'm not. Just a bit of a nerd.
Chaos and Conquest.
Haha, dork. I mean, you like your Warhammer, but you don't really know the lore.
Nope.
So I mean,
Nothing. I'm not passionate about anything, Ryan.
don't say that.
Thanks for bringing that up.
Don't no, because that's not correct. You are passionate about things. I'm asking if you have a heavy interest in something.
Don't care.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, everything's quite boring.
I like things, but I don't like things.
Yeah, I think I can overindulge in things a little bit.
Like, I've never been one to be like, I know all of the stuff about this thing. Just, I enjoy things. Like, I know a fair amount. The thing is with Pokemon, if you would ask me those Pokemon questions back when I watched Pokemon and was like, played every game in that, then yeah, I'd be on it.
I think I've got a little bit of a memory that just holds on to things. So I think whenever I watch stuff or I retain a lot of it.
Yeah.
So it makes me seem like I'm a super fan of things.
Yeah.
When really, I just remember a lot of it.
Fair.
Because that's how I feel about like Star Wars and Lord of the Rings. I've not seen them that many times, but I do know quite a lot about it.
Yeah.
But,
do you know a lot of the lore of like Lord of the Rings and stuff like that?
To a point. But I wouldn't say like loads,
That's fair.
I probably know a little bit more than the average person. Do you know what I mean? That's probably about as far as I'd go.
We're massively off topic again. In fact, we tried to get back on topic and then started talking about something
because
else.
I was interested in like because also like I know you're not heavily into sports. Do you mean there's
I'm not really that heavily into anything.
no,
Just a flaky guy.
yeah,
Zero passions in life.
no, we're not going with passion, interest.
I mean, I don't know what the difference is, but
No, because you are passionate about things. Definitely, I think you're a quite passionate person. I would say we're not interesting. That's not. I know what I meant. All right. Well, anyway, back to Elijah.
I'll tell you whatever you want about Elijah, mate.
Yeah,
Obsessed.
exactly. Passion.
How old is he? Shit.
Yeah. When's his birthday?
Ruined it.
Yeah. Ask me something. All right then. If he had to pick a holiday for 1 week, where do you think he'd want to go?
If I said to him, where do you want to go on holiday?
Like if you showed him places and you were like, we can go here, we can go there for a week, or
Whatever the coolest pool was.
So that's his thing, is it? He likes big swimming pools.
Loves swimming, yeah. Like if the pool's got like a castle in the middle and all that, loves it.
That'd be him.
Yeah, that'd be him. All day long.
Check him whenever you go to Marrakesh. Definitely take him Wet and Wild.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Really great.
Okay.
Places like that in America are so different than they are over here.
That's what he gets most hyped about. Like when you show him pictures and that. Like it's just like, oh, there's a castle in it. Like they've got a big castle in the middle of the port. Oh yeah, we'll go and do that.
Have you ever taken him to anywhere like a castle?
Yeah, we've been to like ruins and stuff like that during walks and that, but he doesn't really get it at the moment. It's just we climb.
Yeah.
Like we've got a nice picture of like we found this like old battlement outlook post thing. We climbed up to the top and got a nice picture of me and him like outlooking over the top of it.
That's cool.
But
you don't think he'd be like interested then in? I think he's too young for that still.
I would say so. I mean, maybe, but like I don't think he'd be interested in like the history of it. He'd think it was a cool castle.
That's what I mean. Yeah, I didn't know if he'd be like, wow, that's cool.
Yeah, he'd probably think it was cool.
Because you could just make it up, couldn't you?
Oh,
The king lives
and
here.
we would.
Yeah, that's
Do
what
you
I
know what I
mean.
mean? The stories we make up when we go on walks.
You're lucky the dragon's gone away today.
We call
so
our
we
walks
can
adventures. They don't go on walks, we go on adventures.
But that's perfect, isn't it?
And we pick up sticks and they're our weapons and we fight through brambles. They're trying to get us.
Those dastardly
forward.
brambles.
I was really proud the other day because he led the adventure.
He led it.
Yep.
What did you do?
He was like, I will lead the adventure. I was like, go for it, son.
What happened?
I mean, we just walk around.
Yeah, but what was his imagination in that leading the
Okay,
adventure?
so there was like ivy and stuff like that, and they were trying to grab us.
Okay.
And obviously, where he can fit through small gaps, I kept getting caught on like the ivy and stuff like that. And I'd be like, Elijah, he's got me. And then he'd come running back and pull me through. And like we had to get through, and he was attacking plants with, I mean, I don't know, whether people agree with this, with his stick. Like smashing the crap out of plants with his stick to carve the way through. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, that sounds great. Those are the things I'm looking forward to, though.
Yeah.
Like, do you know the other thing I'm looking forward to is collecting bugs.
Yeah, Elijah's not really into bugs.
No.
Thanks, Elijah's mum.
Oh.
She's like, oh. So now he's like,
keen. Oh, man. The best bug to get you started is the cheesy bug or the woodlouse, whatever people call it these days. That is because it's just the most harmless little bug.
Yeah, he doesn't mind looking. Like if I pick a bug up, he'll come and look. He won't touch it.
Oh, man. Yeah, that needs to change.
Yeah. Thanks, Elijah's mum.
That's a real shame. But that's one thing I'm really looking forward to anyway.
Yeah.
What's he like with zoos?
Loves them.
Loves zoos.
Loves them, yeah.
I think most kids do, though, don't they?
Yeah, it's just fascinating, isn't it? Animals.
Just trying to think now. I don't think I was super keen on zoos, though, till I was older.
No?
I don't think I really got it. Or like, like the animals are asleep and stuff, and
Yeah.
I'm just bored a lot at the zoos.
I think zoos now are a lot more where it's not so much this animal's in a cage. Watch.
Yeah.
I think a lot of it's like they've given them as natural a habitat as possible. So I think animals are a lot more lively within zoos now.
Yeah. Do you know what I really want you to do with Elijah?
What?
Go like, the safari zoos that you do, you drive right through them.
Yes. Yeah.
I'd love for you to do it with Elijah.
We've done it before.
Oh, when?
We went to I can't remember the place now. You drive through and there's like monkeys and that, and you drive through like a lion enclosure and all that lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Went through that.
How did you find that?
In the wrapped range.
Oh, do you know what? I think that
Worrying.
rings a bell now.
Yeah. Worrying. Yeah.
How did you find it?
He was quite young. He thought it was cool, like, and all that lot.
Yeah.
Very luckily no monkeys jumped on the car or anything, because that would have left a mark.
Yeah, that's fair.
Do you know what I mean? But yeah,
I
he
did
thought
that
it was
once in a car, and they took both the washers off the front.
cool. Oh, really?
Yeah, they pulled them out.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
I think the thing is, I think, if they jumped on the car, I'd want them to do weird shit like that.
Yeah.
Obviously, to my car, I was like, please don't.
Yeah.
Please don't do this.
Yeah, I can see that. Have you taken him to any like theme parks, like Thorpe Park and stuff like that?
Not Thorpe Park, Diggerland we've been to, which is like a big theme park of rides and all that lot, but based on like diggers. But he went on loads of bits and pieces and enjoyed it.
What's he like with rides then?
Fine if he's with me.
Okay.
If he's with his mum, no.
That's the dynamic.
I'm telling you now.
It's almost like he's got a split personality.
It's not. Him and his mum are so like emotionally connected. It's the weirdest thing.
Yeah.
Like they will literally feed. Like he will feed off of her emotion, and she doesn't even like have to like really show it. If she's scared, he'll be like, "No, I don't want to."
Yeah,
like,
but
it's
don't
very
you find
strange.
that's crazy that he could go on the ride with you,
Yeah,
be absolutely fine, and then go on with his mum and not be?
he won't go on with his mum.
He just won't go on.
He'll be scared to go.
That's just crazy to me. Because you'd be like, you just went on with me, like on this one over here, like it's fine.
I mean, if he had already gone on with me, maybe. Do you know what I mean? He's not like he'll get off and be like, "Oh, I'm not doing that with mummy." Like, it's a case of
It's a new ride.
Yeah, say if it's a new ride and it's just me and him, like, and I'll be like, right, let's do it. Like, come on, blah, blah, and we'll go and we'll get on and we'll do it and he'll be fine. If it's like me, him and his mum and she's a little bit like, I don't know if it's too old for him or whatever, he's like, oh no, I don't want to.
Oh,
Do you know what I mean? That kind of, and he'll feed off it. But she doesn't even need to say anything. Just her, like if I look at her face and she's like, he's like, no, I don't want to go. Like,
how'd you get around that?
Don't take her, are you? So don't take her with us.
Yeah, but you can't do that, can you? Every time?
I don't know. Just have to encourage him, I guess.
Yeah.
There's not really much else I can do.
No.
Do you know what I mean? And I'm never going to like drag him onto the ride kicking and screaming because it's just unpleasant.
But do you have worries though that's going to hold him back from things as he gets older? Do you think if there's something that maybe you're thinking is something he wants to do and he's but I
don't think it will hold him back. I don't want him to be worried about experiencing things.
Yeah.
Because I think you should always give everything a go and blah, blah. But I think as he gets older and almost understands more of that side of things, I think he will be fine.
Right.
Because when he does it, he's got zero fear of it. Like, he doesn't care.
Yeah.
But it's the anticipation of it that gets to him. I don't want him to be afraid of trying things. I want him to just be up for it and go for it. Do you know what I mean?
Is the complexity of his character more advanced than you thought it would be at this age? In terms of the way that he's able to read off emotions and the way that he can't be, what's the word I'm looking for? He can't be swayed because he knows himself and stuff like that. Or, if he's upset with something, it's hard to even encourage him beyond that point.
What do you mean, like, as in?
So his personality, is it more advanced than you thought it would be? In terms of, like, he's his own man?
He's got his own little...
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's definitely his own little person, like 100%.
I think because that's the thing for me. I can see, like, elements of Atlas's personality coming out.
And it changes quick. That's the thing. Like, it almost, like, instantly in a day, he's like, oh, no, I like this. This is what I want to do, and blah, blah, blah. Do you know what I mean? He's got, like... One thing I'm struggling with now at the moment is his attitude. Because he's very quickly gone from, doing as he's told, just baby, do you know what I mean, essentially, to like copying an attitude, which, is part of growing up, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's going to challenge, he's going to do, you know what I mean? But I'm not appreciative of it. Like, he's getting into answering back, and I'm like, no.
I don't remember.
No.
Because I don't remember him having really, like, what I would call like a terrible twos phase.
No.
No,
He didn't really. Like, he didn't really tantrum. Oh, no, I suppose he did. Yeah, he did tantrum, but not the horrific kind of on-screen stuff you see. But then I never think it is. I think they have tantrums at times when you're like, really, now? That's when you want to do it. I don't think it's like a constant.
Right.
I think it's just more, when you're in the middle of a shopping centre and they decide that's when they want to throw a tantrum. It's like, really? That's when you want to do it.
Okay.
Whereas we may have been quite lucky that, most of the time he was at home if he was throwing a tantrum or anything like that.
Oh, okay. Right, yeah. That's fair.
He definitely had tantrums. And
so now he's at school. Do you think he's now developing faster?
Yes.
Now he's in
Absolutely.
Yeah?
Yeah. Like learning, and I found it also when he went to nursery. So when Elijah was born, he was born and we went straight into lockdown. So we were quite concerned about, although we tried stuff at home and stuff like that, we were quite concerned about his like social skills and his speech and stuff like that, because he didn't get much interaction with anyone outside of me and Jade. Do you know what I mean? Because we kept quite secluded to ourselves, sort of thing. I obviously went out and worked and stuff like that, but like him and Jade were essentially cooped up the whole time. And as much as, she wants to try and do at home, you're never going to get that social interaction of, being around people and going and seeing new people and stuff like that. And even like people around his family and stuff.
Yeah.
Like he would get nervous when family came over to visit or anything like that, which we obviously didn't do because we were on lockdown. But yeah, he would get nervous and stuff because they're almost like they're new people every time. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But as soon as we put him into nursery, Jesus Christ, vocabulary, everything, like learning, do you know what I mean? Social skills, everything just skyrocketed.
That's the one I really remember.
Skyrocketed.
His vocabulary and his ability to speak.
Yeah, just went through the roof.
Yeah, because it wasn't even that long a period that I'd seen him.
Yeah.
And then seen him again a little while later, and I was like, oh my God.
Chit-chatting, yeah.
Yeah, it's like talking to a whole different...
Yeah. Now, can't stop him, mate.
Now, not only talking, but with attitude.
We're talking with attitude.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's...
I just want to make it clear, he's not continually attitudey. There's like little sparks of it.
He's a brat.
Yeah. He's not an arsehole.
Yeah.
Sometimes he's a prick, but he's all right.
Is there anything... Do you think he may have copped this attitude because he now goes to school? Is something he's picked up?
I know. It's
not... It's an age thing?
Yeah, I just think that obviously as he gets older, he's becoming more of like an individual, although he's still only 4, but he is now spending, 8 till 3:30 at school. He's talking to other people, he's doing his own thing, do you know what I mean? And then obviously when he comes home, he brings that kind of independence and individualism home with him, essentially. It's not just, I'm at home all the time. So I think it's obviously to be expected, but I think that's when you kind of have to rein things in and be like, you're not talking to your friends here, you're talking to your mum and dad.
Yeah.
Like, chill yourself.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, the only thing that I think he's learned from school that I hate, I think I've spoken to you about this before, is like some of the words he says.
Like what?
Like obviously because of the area we were in and stuff like that. What was the word that I said to you the other day that he said?
It's,
Dan.
Yeah.
So,
So down.
he said Dan. instead of down, and I was like, horrible.
Yeah.
I was like, that's not how you say it.
No, yeah.
And the other thing he started doing a lot more now is his T's. So I've always said to like water, you know, I can't think of T words now. Jesus, kettle, you know, anything like that. Yeah, but now he's like water, and I'm like, what? Water? Yes, that's right.
Funny enough, one of my youngest memories of my granddad is him doing exactly that.
Yeah, and my mum and dad pick up on it a lot. Like when he's over there, he'll say something. My mum's like, "You want what?
Yeah.
Water." Do you know what I mean? So yeah.
Does Jay drop her T's?
Depending on who she's with.
No, she's got an adaptable vocabulary.
Yeah, I mean, I think you change the way you talk around certain people in life in general. You know,
My mum's very much like that. She'll mix and match her.
like when she's at home, she doesn't normally. But like I've heard her when she speaks with like certain members of her family or her mates, like sometimes she's like water.
What, mate?
I mean, the only T word I can think of is water. That's it.
Can't even get a bottle.
Bottle of water.
Whoa.
Sorry.
No one's ever shouted bottle at me quite like that. Okay.
Do you know what it is? That's the word I was trying to think of was bottle.
Right.
And all I could think of was kettle. And I was like, kettle is not the word Elijah
Kettle
uses.
of water still works. Though. That still works.
Bottle of water.
Yeah.
A what, sorry?
I didn't realise how sort of badly I spoke till my wife, who's American, comments on it.
Oh, really?
So some of the things that I never really thought to be true, like saying Tuesday.
Tuesday.
She's like, Tuesday. And I'm like, well, it is Tuesday. She's like, Tuesday. And I'm like, all right then. Okay, it's getting
Tuesday.
annoying. Yeah. But it's like Tuesday to them. I'm like, Tuesday.
Well, it's Tew.
Yeah, Tuesday.
Tuesday, yeah.
But I'm like, Tuesday.
Tuesday, yeah.
But I drop my T's quite a
Monday,
lot.
Tuesday. Yeah, Monday, Tuesday. Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, it does work. Yeah.
Yeah. Trying to think if I say chew, something I'll do.
I'm one of the guys.
Did you know that, I only don't know why it got in my head, like if you replace the D in dragon with a J and try and say the word, it's exactly the same.
Yeah. There's loads of things like that with
Dragon.
So J for me is a forgotten letter.
Oh, really?
And so Z, because there are a lot of words S's where it should be a Z.
Yeah.
And I think J and
Criticise.
should be a Z there. I know America do chuck in
Zs,
like summarised and stuff like that. But we, as Englishmen, are like, fuck that Z.
Yes.
Yeah. And they're like, fuck that J. I mean, yeah, that's dragon and loads of things like that. Even if you just said...
Judge.
Yeah, that is a J.
No, judge.
Oh, the second J, which is a DG.
Yeah. Why?
It could just be J-U-J.
Yeah, literally.
Judge.
Yeah.
Sorted.
Yeah. Although
Even
the
me.
English language, there's a lot of stuff like that.
Yeah, we should just sort it out. We should get a dictionary, go through it.
Yeah. I quite like them tutorial videos where they're like if you do this, it's bought, blah, 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 and then I can't think of a thing.
Gaz's examples, 10 out of 10. You don't listen to videos and they go,
Fuck's sake.
if you do this, and okay, no. I have no story for you. There's no content here.
What is it? I can't think of it now.
Sounds good.
There's videos.
Yeah. If you go online, there's some videos. You should watch them.
English language.
Yeah. Just Google it. It's all out there for you.
It's going to annoy me now.
Well, the other one, I'm going to skip over you a bit, sorry, but the other one I can't stand is that Q can't be just a Q. It has to be QU. Why?
Because of the Queen.
That's not why. I think you've just said that, and now you're like, that sounds good. Because of the Queen. Hey, that sounds like it could be right.
Absolutely, yeah. Queen. Queen.
Yeah, Queen, yeah. But that is one thing I'll never understand. Why can't we just have Q? Why do you need the U?
Because
What can I
the
do?
Q sound is qu.
Yeah. But why can't I do a quiz?
Because quiz is QUIZ.
No, that'd be Q-is, wouldn't it? Why can't it just be quiz? Q-I-Z. Don't defend this, and I know you don't. I know what you're about to do. Don't defend the U when you know it doesn't make sense. I realised what was happening there, and I thought, no. I'm not falling into this trap.
saw it coming straight away.
The second you were like, well, that would be quiz. And I was like, hang on a minute. He doesn't believe this.
Right.
Yeah. So that's my other foible with the English language.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's a fair foible.
And on that note,
Is Is that the end?
That is the end.
That's the end.
Yeah.
All right. That's the end of the podcast.
Episode 26.
Episode 26 is over. Hopefully the audio's okay in this one.
This will be the first one with full audio since episode 23.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
So yeah, guys, like, subscribe, share, do all the good stuff. If you got a little bit emotional during this, let us know. Because this certainly got emotional.
You did, yeah.
Yeah.
It's the most romantic bromantic episode we've had.
And that'll be the name of it. The most romantic bromantic episode.
Yeah.
Right, guys. We love you. See you next week. Much love.
I don't know why you wanna treat me this way.
Does my shirt look really creased? Does it look right?
No. Do some buttons up, mate. Fucking hell. What do you think this is?
Oh, shit.
Jesus. What's the geezer's name? David Hasselhoff.
I don't mind fucking.
Whipping out that fucking hairy chest.
Boy, I'll tell you what.
Showing all
If
the ladies.
I had the Hasselhoff's money, I'd fucking.
Yeah, the Hasselhoff's money, mate. And do as many fucking buttons as you want.
Do you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying, yeah.
And get some cameras.
I'm like, don't hassle the Hoff.
So we did
What would be my thing? Don't fuck with the French.
It's a pee. Don't French kiss.
No, do.
Do. More French kissing.
Yeah. You could do don't hassle the Hughes. Don't hustle the Hughes.
Yeah, but I think the whole thing is that it's Hasselhoff.
I know, but I'm trying to make stuff work.
Don't hew the zzz.
Okay. Yeah.
Good one, guys.
Yeah. You're so good at this.